Hi, Angel. It's 222 as I'm filming this. You are letting go of old timelines. And see, here's the thing. This is not a new thing for you. You've been letting go of old timelines all year. Some of you even years, right? You've been becoming for quite a while. If this message is finding you, this is how you'll know that if this message is for you. There's something significant that's happening within your energy field right now where you are integrating at a whole new level in a way that you've not integrated before. This energy that I'm feeling right now feels very grounded. It feels very still. And this is what's happening in your energy right now. And it might not feel that way just yet because you're still releasing and integrating. There's something here about you maybe wanting to rush through this process of integration, but there's something about your body needing more rest than usual right now. And it's because of you letting go of these old timelines, these old ways of being. I'm hearing you have just set some very clear boundaries with yourself, but not only yourself, with other people too. And see, here's what I'm seeing is I'm seeing your aura, and then I'm seeing like signals coming from your aura. And this is the new frequency that you are now sending out because you are no longer willing to over-explain, is what I'm picking up on. There's something about your silence being so loud. When you say nothing, you say a lot. And I think it's because you have been versions of you that have over-explained out of needing validation from other people and your ego needing validation from other people. But this is because of something in your childhood. You may have had a parent where I'm picking up, this is so funny because I didn't expect this to come into this. See, like I channeled 2 messages for TikTok and they were 2 separate messages on TikTok, but I feel like it's coming back around in this as one message, which never usually happens. But anyway, I'm picking up on this over-explaining energy and this perfectionism energy. And it's kind of like this perfectionism energy is coming from the need to be loved, right? You might have felt like you had to be a certain way or look a certain way or like even speak a certain way in order to be loved and accepted by other people. And this might have changed throughout your entire life. This is all going into everything that you are releasing right now. You are becoming more of you at this time. At this very moment, you are touching the you that is like your I am. Like you are connecting with your true essence. And this feels very strong. And there's something about your silence and your boundaries becoming stronger as you are releasing this need for validation from other people. You are closing out all of the timelines. All of the timelines are being closed out right now. And so if you feel like you need a bit more rest, if you feel tired, if you feel like exhausted, if you feel like, like I'm not getting up at the same time as what I usually do, like I'm missing my fitness class and I don't usually miss my fitness class, it's like this is the reason why. And your body and your nervous system is balancing out because it's a massive solar plexus release. It's a massive release in who you were. It's getting me like I can even feel how big this feels, right? And it may not feel big to you. There's something about your energy, right? When I wake up this morning, I was hearing, I like to move it, move it. And it's like you like to keep things moving. Like you just want to keep it moving. You want to almost like rush through it. And I'm seeing you, yeah, it's almost like you're wanting to rush through it, but like you have this level of awareness of when you're rushing, like you know when you're rushing. So then I'm seeing you deliberately, consciously slowing things down, which may be super uncomfortable for you. And that kind of goes into your relationship with rest, right? But that's not what we're touching on right now. What we're touching on is this integration and what just happened. Something happened in this last week to last week and a half in your energy. You might have been around people in this last week that knew older versions of you. And so you might have seen that energy resurfacing, like the over-explaining, the people-pleasing. But there was something significant that happened during this time because I think this was the first time you really noticed it. There was something, I don't know how to explain this energy, but it's like, it feels really big. It feels like you've just had a realization. You've just gone inwards and you've just had this big realization about your boundaries, the way you move, the way you operate, and that actually your silence is extremely loud, like really loud. And you see through things, right? There's something about in the last week and a half, you have seen something for what it truly is. You have seen someone for who they truly are, or you've seen a situation for who it truly is, what it really is. Whereas before you might have stumbled on this, you might have felt a little bit confused. Yes. Maybe this was an energy that used to make you feel safe, but now this energy doesn't make you feel safe anymore. But you are realizing that you are your own safety. You are creating your safety. Yes, old attachments are being released right now. And they're the same attachments that you've been releasing for a while, I would say for the last 6 months. But there's another level. There's another layer of your consciousness and your awareness that is expanding through this specific release and this specific integration. There's something that has switched you, I want to say switched you on more. You see more clearly. The fog has cleared. There's literally hardly any fog left. Whereas before there was quite a lot of fog that might have caused hesitation in your energy when it comes to decision making. But now, after this integration, the steps, I'm hearing like the steps that are going to unfold after this particular integration are really significant. Because you, on a deeper level, are connecting with yourself. And, confirmation verb. It's all within the solar plexus. It's all to do with your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and your personal power, and who you came here to be, who you are at your true essence. You're uncovering that, right? Somebody might have said something to you over the last week. Or you might have felt somebody pushing on your energy over the past week. And see, here's the thing. You might not have been conscious of this before, but you are becoming more and more and more conscious when somebody else is trying to shrink your energy. And you're becoming more aware of it. And see, here's the thing. When you become so aware of when it's happening, it means that you are so inside of your body. You are becoming more grounded through developing this connection with yourself. There's something here about nervous system regulation. You could be somebody who does a lot of nervous system regulation. And as you continue to do this, or as you start to do this, this is where the abundance is going to be able to flow in more easily than you have ever experienced it before, because you are more in your body, because you are so aware of the conversations that you are having and the energy around you. You are becoming more of the observer. This is what's happening on a deeper level within your energy right now. You are becoming more of the observer. You are able to observe the voices inside of your head. As in, like, they're your voice, not other people's voices. Okay. Just want to make that clear. And because you are becoming more aware of these voices, your system is like clearing out. Yes. Sorry, I'm having to wipe my nose. Do you know what it is, right? It's when you are silent, when you observe and when you watch, there's something about somebody saying something or somebody acting a certain way, you kind of not going into that pattern of over-explaining or people-pleasing or getting defensive or whatever it is that you do, right? And you just being calm and silent and seeing it for what it really is. That level of mastery, you're a master. Like, that is next level mastery of dealing with other people and dealing with your own old timeline triggers. You've done so much work on yourself to the point where it's not like you never get triggered anymore, because we're human, right? You're human. But there's something about you being able to hold this energy for longer than you ever have before. So, the last week you may have felt like somebody was pushing on your aura. And you'll feel this because you'll notice defense come up, or you'll notice when you want to go into those patterns of over-explaining and people-pleasing. See, here's the thing. You might have felt a little bit off-centered in the last week. And this is why this integration right now is so important, because your energy, your solar plexus is balancing out and you're realizing, clocking on. I'm seeing somebody journaling, just literally being honest. Yes, I'm hearing speaking your truth, but in your journal to yourself. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody just being like, I feel this way, right? And starting there, and then it all just kind of unfolding throughout the page. You could also be somebody who speaks out loud. So this could unfold out loud too. But there's some sort of realization, some sort of boundary, some sort of balancing out that's happening right now in your energy. You are becoming more connected to your intuition. Your third eye, yes, thank you. Your third eye is going through an awakening. You are having an awakening right now. And you've had an awakening before, I feel like. But there's something, I'm just seeing purple, so you could be drawn to purple right now. There's something about your third eye awakening, you being able to see things for what they truly are in a way that you haven't been able to before. Cheers to that, because that takes a lot of work. Also, something really specific is coming in right now. Going back to the perfectionism I was saying at the beginning. There's something about you letting go of the way you look. You letting go of the way, almost like feeling like things have to be a certain way. Your life has to be a certain way. You have to achieve X, Y, Z by this age. Yes, that's what I'm getting. It's a complete collapse of old timelines. They just don't exist for you anymore because you are putting out this frequency. I'm almost just seeing somebody, this message just feels so calm and it feels so grounded and so honest. It feels like you are getting very honest and raw and real with yourself, right? So there's definitely a message here that's like not to rush this process. And if you haven't already, I feel like to sit down and like journal it out or do it in a way that you feel like you can express your emotions and get really honest with yourself about what's been going on over the past week and a half to 2 weeks and how you would like to move forwards within your own energy. Yes, I just feel like things are getting clearer and clearer for you about what you will and won't stand for. Yes. And see, because you are getting clearer, this is where the frequencies, it's being sent out to the universe and people are just picking up on this energy. They just know, right? And one of the ways people are picking up on this energy is with you being silent. Because that is something that old you probably didn't do because the solar plexus was so imbalanced. I'm just seeing this kind of like spinning solar plexus. And you know, somebody who feels like they have to over explain everything. It's like, because of this, and then this, and then this, instead of just saying the one sentence straight as is. This is what you're learning right now. You're learning to cut through the noise of old versions of you, old timelines. I'm hearing wounded healer. Yes, so like Chiron. You might have done, or maybe this is something you could maybe do, is like a meditation with the wounded healer, Chiron. And the wounded healer will help you to, I want to say disintegrate. Yeah, it feels very like, like I'm just getting like a like a poo energy. That's like, oh, I just heard like you shoot your shot. Yes, it's almost like you shoot your shot at the fear, at the doubt, at the over-explaining. And then it disintegrates. This is like a meditation or a hypnosis that you can maybe do with yourself. It just feels like you're becoming more comfortable with being quiet. Yes, 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 yes. You might have been somebody who, you definitely are somebody who maybe just yap. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But it's when it's over-explaining, you're realizing that you don't need to over-explain. And you're more comfortable being quieter in conversations because you're more comfortable being an observer of what's really going on in the energy in this dynamic, in this conversation. You're becoming more aware of who makes you feel safe, who is acting from fear. I'm just seeing this. Do you know what they're showing me? Is the I think it's the 9 of Cups. Yes, in tarot. Where it's like the guy is just like sat there, I can just see the picture, sat there with his arms folded and all the cups are behind him. He's just chilling because he's got all of his cups behind him and he's just watching, observing the situation. You're able to observe situations a lot more calmly, clearly. And this is why this integration is so important, because this is how you're about to feel if you don't feel it already. And this is why it's important not to rush through the integration and to take the time that you need. Your body wants to rest. It's letting go of a lot energetically so that the next 6 months, that the abundance that will be coming in over the next 6 months can actually land with you feeling calm. It's coming in whether you like it or not. The abundance is coming in regardless, but it's like you want it to come in with you being able to regulate your nervous system when you need to. It's coming in and you want to be able to hold it. There's something that you're made for. There's something that you're meant to do, something that you are made for, something it's giving like, I was born to do this energy that you are going to be tapping into over the next 6 months. Yes. And that might not feel clear to you at this moment right now, but the integration of what you are moving through, I feel like they just really want me to reiterate, like Spirit really wants me to reiterate, the angels want me to reiterate how important this part is when it comes to taking the rest that you need. And not pushing and pushing and pushing. Yes, because that pushing is just reinforcing those kind of like old behaviors that just are not who you are anymore. Yes, they're just not who you are. And I'm being drawn to the color pink. So the color pink always signifies like self-love, self-care, like really taking that little bit of extra time to just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody making coffee and then like buying a nice specific glass or mug for their coffee and then making it iced and then like putting a straw in, just like doing those like little bits of like extra self-care. As your solar plexus is balancing out. Yes. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that's it. It's 222 as I just looked for them. That could be significant for someone. But yeah, this energy just feels quite quiet, quite silent. And you're becoming more comfortable with the silence as you allow yourself to slow down a bit. Slow everything down. Yes, that's what I'm getting. I'm also hearing like it's like the places you'll be. Yes. Preparing you for the places you'll be is what I'm hearing. Yes. Okay. Wow. It just felt so calming to me. I actually feel like that was probably the calmest I have ever given a message. Like, it's the calmest the energy has ever felt during a message for me. Before this, I pulled the Solitude card. So some of you could be spending or feel drawn to spend a lot more time alone so that you can go through this integration process. Yes. Okay then. Infinite abundance. I'm hearing you planting seeds. You planting seeds in the next 6 months or now for you to harvest. Yeah, this is going to get clearer and clearer as you go along. It's almost like the angels, spirit, God, source. Yeah, will not show you everything all at once. Yes, I'm hearing it's just like your job to follow the seeds, follow the steps, follow the seeds that are given, the little dangly carrot things. Okay, well, I think that's it. Also, I was not a fan of the way that the perfectionism part of this message and the one on TikTok came about because I chipped my tooth. I had a broken nail and then I chipped my tooth and I was like, are you freaking serious right now, Spirit? And then the message started coming in and I was like, right, thank you. I was like, thanks. Okay. Let me know if this message resonated with you and I will see you back for another message whenever. Okay.